Okay, so again, this is still period 3, September 29th. Everybody in this room knows that they're being recorded. We're working on homework problems, and we're going to skip ahead to problem number 30 right now. So problem 30, whoops, that's supposed to be a sigma. I messed that up. The sum of k equals 1 through 6 of 3 times 1/2 to the power of k. So right here, this is explicit form of a geometric sequence where u sub 1 times the common ratio to the power of k minus 1. Oh, no, it's not, because that's not a k minus 1. How am I going to handle that? I'm stumped, and I'm being recorded right now, too. All right, my first term, if I substitute, so I'm going to go from 1 to 6. My first term is 3 over 2, because k to the power of 1 is 1/2 times 3 is 3/2. I'm going to add 3 over 4, because that's 2 squared, or 1/2 squared times 3. I'm going to add to that 3 over 8. Now I've got 3 terms. I've only got to get 6. I'm going to add to that 3. Now I'm multiplying this by 2. 3 over 16. I'm going to add to that 3 over 32. Is that 6 terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not. One more. 3 over 64. So those are the first 6 terms of that sequence. I need a common denominator. So my common denominator is 64. What do I need to multiply with 2 to make 64?
32.
32. Multiplying this one by 32 over 32. What do I have to multiply with 4 to make 64? 16. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 16. I'm going to multiply this top and bottom by 8. I'm going to multiply this top and bottom by 2. Oops, this top and bottom by 2. And this top and bottom by 4. Okay. So, 32 times 3 is 96 over 64. 16 times 3 is 48 over 64. 8 times 3 is 24 over 64. 4 times 3 is 12 over 64. 2 times 3 is 6 over 64. And then, of course, 3 over 64. Now all I have to do is add the numerators. Do I have a calculator? 96 plus 48 plus 24 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 is 189 over 64. And that's your answer right there. Now, I probably could have done something to rewrite this in this form, but I would have really had to think about how to do that. I probably would have confused you by trying to do that. And the truth was that there was only 6 terms, so it was easy enough to list them and add them. Okay? So sometimes, when you're just not sure how to proceed, if the number of terms is pretty easy to count and find, just list them and add them. All right, I'm going to move on to problem 32. So I've got the sum of the first 5 terms Okay, and again, it's only 5 terms. If I wanted to, I could list them and add them. However, this one is pretty clear cut on using the formula. I know my u sub 1, so this is u sub 1 times r to the power of k minus 1. So I've got a common ratio to the power of k minus 1, n minus 1. It doesn't matter what the variable is. My u sub 1 is 5. My r is 3. That's all I need to know in order to plug into the formula. The sum of the first k terms is equal to u sub 1 times 1 minus r to the k over 1 minus r. And moreover, since r is a whole number and not a fraction, you're not going to have that ugly work that we did when we were doing those earlier problems today. So this is just equal to 5 times 1 minus 3 to the 5th over 1 minus 3. So 5 times 1 minus 3 to the power of 5 is 243. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. One minus 243 is negative 242. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 242 divided by 2 is 121. 5 times 121 is 605. All right, like I said, I'm going to post the videos I just